Hello friends, welcome to Empty Cloud Monastery. We're here this evening with Bhante Sumitta, our senior monk here at Empty Cloud, who's spending the Vasa at the monastery. And tonight Venerable will be sharing some thoughts on a topic that was actually requested by some of you. So the title of the topic is The Noble Path for Laypeople. So you're always welcome to, if you have any specific requests, to send us an email or type it in on the YouTube message board, and we'll try our best to fulfill all your requests. And welcome to Rick, Kumu, Ron, Poonam, Amaranta, Mike, Stacy, and everyone else that I see as a little number on the screen. And so without further ado, I'll pass it on to Bhante, who will be sharing Dhamma with us this evening. Thank you, Bhante.
Samantha Chakravalesu Atra Gachantu Devata Sadhangmang Munirajas Sunantu Sagga Mokkadang Dhamma Savana Kalo Ayang Bhadanta Dhamma Savana Kalo Ayang Bhadanta Dhamma Savana Kalo Ayang Bhadanta. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Yatho gahapati putta ariya savakassa Chattaro kamma kilesa pahina honti Chato hitane papa kammang karoti cha bhoganang apaya mukhani na sevati so evang chuddasa papa kapagato Chaddisa paticchadi ubhaya loka vijayaya patiphanno hoti tassa ayang cheva loko aradho hoti parocha loko sokhayasa bheda parang marana Sugating sagang lokang upapajjati. My utmost respect to the perfectly enlightened Samma Sambuddha, the noble doctrine of the Buddha, and the noble Mahasangha, the disciples of the Buddha. Hello, dear Dhamma friends. Greetings to all of you. Thank you for joining us today with our The Noble Path for Laypeople. So we were, I think, overwhelmingly talking more about the Mahasangha, monks, monastics. And so when I got this topic, I immediately got the sutta that was a very famous one. I hope a little bit of this would be helpful to us today. And that is none other than the Sigala Vada Sutta. This is also called Sigala Sutta, Digha Nikaya 31. In Digha Nikaya of Sutta Pitaka, there are actually 32 suttas, and this is the 31st one. Mostly lengthy suttas. So this sutta is really a long one, but I hope at least we can cover some of them, and maybe in between we can also have a discussion. So what happened here in the sutta, one time there was a young man. He was he lost his father during the father when he was alive, and this father was a very good person. He was a devoted Buddha follower of the Buddha, and his wife actually is also foremost bhikkhuni, Sigala Mata. In our morning chantings, we recite etadagga etadaggoyang mama savikanang saddhadimuttikana mama savikanang bhikkhuninang saddhadimuttaka evang Sigala Mata. Right? That, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So among my bhikkhuni disciples, the foremost in devotion by way of faith, that is bhikkhuni, this Sigala Mata, Sigala's mother. So father was already a businessman. He was a rich man, and he invited his son, only son. He was called Sigala, and he was asked to go to the temple with him, and he always gave some lame excuse. No, not today. Maybe later on. Not. It's like not his cup of tea. Maybe it was not right time for him. It was always like that. So when that right time comes, it will come. But sometimes it will never come. That also can happen. And some of you are actually lucky enough that you have that right time way earlier. And sometimes people will not get that right time for the rest of their life too. So Sigala, although his father was a very good person, his mother was also a very good devoted mother, but Sigala could still not have that intention to go to the temple. As usual, Sigala's father, he passed away, and at his deathbed, he requested one request. He had one request for his son. He said, please wake up early morning, and then every single day you salute to the six directions. Okay, that was a kind of weird instruction by a person who was so devoted to the Buddha. But that was how he actually wanted also. He was also a far-sighted father. He knew that something good would happen through this. And then young man, although he refused to go to the temple with the father all the time, but when he was requested at his deathbed, he couldn't refuse that. So he said, okay, I'll do that. Out of respect to my wonderful father. Although he loved his father, he couldn't go to the temple. And this time he thought, okay, I should actually obey my father. And then he woke up every morning, every single morning. He woke up and he took shower, but he didn't dry. With wet cloth and wet hair, he would go out in the sun, and just before the sunrise, with the sunrise, he would bow towards the six directions. What are those six directions? Like east, west, and north, south, and then the above and the below. So these are the 6 directions. He was just bowing towards those directions, and then he came back. Every single day he would do that. And then Buddha had also in his daily schedule, every single morning he also used to look around, scan in his deep samadhi, what we call Maha Karuna Samapatti Samadhi. And when he went to that deep samadhi, he would see who would be the lucky one today, the chosen one today, to be rescued from this samsara. And that particular day, this was the guy, Sigala, Sigala's son. And the Buddha saw Sigala's son would come to the street, and out in the sun he would bow to the 6 directions. And then Buddha came to him and he asked, what are you doing, young man? And he said, I'm just paying respect to my father's request, because he asked me before he died, I should do this, I should pay respect to the 6 directions, and that is why I'm doing this thing. And then the Buddha told him, do you know there are in the noble discipline, in the disciplines of the noble, what we call Arya Vinaya, in this Arya Vinaya we have 6 quarters, but that is completely different. It is not this one. The young man, actually, he had no idea what the Buddha was talking about, and although he was not following the Buddha's teaching, but he was still a little bit of flexible young man. So he would not hesitate to ask the Buddha, please tell me what are those 6 worship. So what are those 6 quarters that should be worshipped in the discipline of the noble? I'm happy to learn. So one thing in us that should have is that flexibility, that being ready to listen to something, being ready to learn something. If we have that thing, that itself will be a great positive quality in us. So the Buddha said, okay, I'm going to tell you, just listen to me then. And then the Buddha started giving such a wonderful teaching to this young man. And then the Buddha says, when he went there, he said, okay, what we should do here as a young man, there are 14 things. He talked about 14 things. That is, යතෝකෝ ගහපති පුත්ත අරිය ශාවකස්ස චත්තාරෝ කම්ම කිලේසා පහිනා හොಂತಿ චතෝහි ඨානේහි පාපකම්මං න කරෝති ච ච භෝගානං අපාය මුඛානි න සේවති සෝ එවං චුද්දස පාපකාපගතෝ. So these are the 14 things that one should be careful about. Those are the Gahapati Putta means the household son. Arya Savaka is the noble disciple. And Chattaro Kamma Kilesa means 4 defilements that should be eradicated by the 4 vices, what we call. And that there are 4 vices, and then Chatuhi Thanehi Papakammang na Karoti. That means there are again 4 vices that 4 vices that he should avoid, and also Chacha Bhoganang Apaya Mukhani Nasevati. That is 6 channelings that should be avoided to save your wealth. Okay, so we will talk about these things now. One is Chattaro Kamma Kilesa, 4 vices. What are those 4 vices here? The Buddha said the 4 vices are um, the destruction of life, householder is a vice, and so are stealing, sexual misconduct, and lying. So I think it is very famous. I mean, you all know about these things. Among the 5 principles or 5 precepts we have, so panatipata, adinnadana, and kame sumichachara, and musavada. So these 4 things should be eradicated, Buddha said. They are the 4 vices. And interestingly, the 5th one is not mentioned here, but it is explained well in detail later on. So these 4 things should be avoided. Killing, stealing, lying, and adultery. These 4 evils the wise never praise. Therefore, they should avoid these things. And that is one. And then again, the Buddha said, whosoever through desire, hate, or fear, or ignorance should transgress the Dhamma, all his glory fade away. It's really an interesting story here. Chanda, dosa, bhaya, moha, yo dhammang ativatati, nihiyati tassayaso, kala pakkeva chandima. So, chanda is like your desire, your favoritism. You know, sometimes you do wrong things because you have some priority over some people, some your liking, your desire, your favoritism. Because of that, you might do something wrong. And then dosa means ill will. If you are angry with someone, still you will do something wrong, maybe in your office, or if you hold a position, you still can do something wrong. You will do something against the Dhamma. And chanda, dosa, bhaya. Bhaya means fear. Because of fear also, you might transgress the Dhamma. And then moha is the ignorance. Definitely, ignorance can lead us to many transgressions. So, if someone is transgressing the Dhamma because of this, his glory will decline, just like the moon in the waning mode, like the waning moon. So it will also decline gradually. And if you want to increase your glory, it is a chanda, dosa, bhaya, moha, yodhammang nati vattati, apurati tasyaso, sukha pakkeva chandima. That means you don't have any favoritism because of desire, because of hate or fear or ignorance. You should never transgress the Dhamma. And in that case, your glory also will continue to rise and continue to shine. This is the other thing that the Buddha advised to the young man Sigala. The other one is 6 channels for dissipating wealth, which he does not pursue. What are those 6 channels? I think the topic is about the lay people. Lay people like to have a lot of money. So you want to save your money. I think the Buddha's advice here is really, really helpful. And so he said, if you are interested in saving your money, these are the things that you should be careful about. And that is indulgence in intoxicants, which cause infatuation and heedlessness. That is the 5th sila, right? And sauntering in streets at unseemly hours. Yeah, that can also waste your money. And frequency in theatrical shows, yet another problem that you might lose your money. And indulgence in gambling, which causes heedlessness, definitely that will also cause you lose a lot of money. And association with evil companions, that will again be problematic. And the habit of idleness, yes. If you are idle, if you are lazy, there will be a lot of problems. And Buddha gives different reasons for each and every reason here, and he explains actually why is it not good. He said indulgence in intoxicants which cause infatuation and heedlessness happens. Because of this, these are the repercussions: loss of wealth, increase of quarrels, susceptibility to disease, and earning an evil reputation, and shameless exposure of body, and weakening of intellect. Interesting. Even your intellect will decline when you are used to this intoxication. And so it's really important that we practice we observe the fifth sila too. It will definitely, lot of people actually, I think maybe like, especially with the people who have little income, and if they are addicted to the drinks and drugs, that can be really dangerous. And I think those days it was mostly the alcoholic drinks, but right now I think it is mostly the drugs that makes you zombies. And we have heard about parents getting addicted to that, and then the children also suffer so much. And then young people, a lot of young people are addicted to these drugs, and it can really be very unfortunate. And they are our future, they are the leaders of our world, and if they lose their heedfulness, it's really unfortunate. So they can lose their wealth, and they can also always, some people, when they want to fight with someone, they take some drink and they get some kind of boosting of morale and they go fight, because they actually inside, deep within, they don't have that intention. So they take some alcoholic drink and they go keep fighting and quarreling. And then definitely this will also create a lot of health issues. And also, if you are addicted to drinks and drugs, nobody will respect you. People will talk ill of you, and you will lose your good reputation. You will have evil reputation. Oh, that guy is, the one who is always fighting, quarreling, drinking, that guy is not good. So people don't like about such people. And then weakness of intellect. If you are heedless, you will definitely lose your intellect too. So this way we have to be careful about that. And then the Buddha says, there are 6 evil consequences in sauntering in streets at unseemly hours. He himself is not protected and unguarded, and his wife and children are unprotected and unguarded. His property is unprotected and unguarded. He is suspected of evil deeds. He is subject to false rumors, and he meets with many troubles. I think this is like so everlasting, this teaching, right? It is really applicable to even today. So if you do these things, you will be having so many troubles. It's true. It's very true. And so we have to be really careful. See the Buddha's teaching. It really helps many lay people. So if you want to go to the next level, first take care of these things, right? And then of course you can go to the next level of spiritual practice. And then young household, these 6 evil consequences in frequency in theatrical shows. He says all the time he's thinking, where is the dancing, singing, music, recitation, cymbals, and pot blowing, and all these things he would be thinking. And so he would actually, he or she would be in trouble. These are again evil consequences. So every time there is something, they will go and maybe lot of time and lot of energy and lot of money and lot of things can happen to such people. If you are, I think it is like not once in a while thing. It is like an addiction. And there are householders, the householder, these evil consequences in indulging gambling. What happens when you win? Winner begets hate. Other people don't like you. Your life is in danger, right? And then the loser grieves for loss of wealth. Oh, I lost so much money because of that. And then wealth, and then also word is not relied upon in a court of law. Oh, that's again legal problem. And he is despised by his friends and associates. And people who keep going for gambling, and then okay, so his friends and his associates will not really rely on such people, and he is not sought after for matrimony. That's also for lay people. I think it's very important, right? People would say he's a gambler, and we don't want to get him to our family. So that's again, it's a dangerous thing. And then associating with evil companions. So, namely, any gambler, libertine, drunkard, swindler, cheat, or roadie. So, if you have such people, then your wealth, your good name, your glory, your fame also will be in danger. And then Buddha said, I think this will be very helpful to many of us. Idleness. So what happens, like you feel lazy all the time. He doesn't want to work because sometimes you think it is too cold. I don't want to work now. It is too cold. And sometimes it is too extremely hot. Or because of that, it's another excuse. Or it is too late in the evening. No, it is not time to work now. And then it is too early in the morning. Let me sleep a little bit more. And then extremely hungry. I'm hungry and I don't want to work now. So, and then it is also when you eat a lot, it is too full. So you continue to find some lame excuses not to work. That idleness will definitely not help for lay people and even for us as monks and nuns. If we practice when we want to meditate, it is too early, maybe I will sleep a little bit more. Oh, it is too late, I don't want to meditate now, I feel sleepy. Oh, I'm so hungry, I'm so full, I cannot meditate. Oh, it is too cold, too hot. Or all the time you will find excuses. So this one, I think it's applicable to all of us. So this way the Buddha said to this young man, you have to be careful that you should not um, follow these things. You should learn these things and get rid of these things. That way you will be able to do good in your life. So, and then the Buddha gives here some very, very good examples for some good friends and evil friends. There are fake friends that we have to be really careful. So there are foes in the guise of friends. They are called Papamita. Papamita, right? Yeah, so these friends, those so-called friends, but they are not really friends. Their ulterior motive is completely different. So there are four friends, four foes in the disguise, in the guise of friends. There are four of them. They are called Apaya Sahaya, and they appropriate anya dattuhara. That means they appropriate friends' possessions. Okay, every time that person comes to your home and try to take something from your home. And also maybe that person will give only a little bit and expect a lot of from you, and then he does his duty just out of fear. If he has to do something, he does do so out of fear. And also associates of his own advantage, he does that because of his own advantage. So this is called Anyadattu Hara friend. Oh, this is actually not a friend, uh, a foe in disguise of a friend. And then there is another one called Vachi Parama. That one is who renders lip service. The one who does that, he makes friendly procession every time. If you want to get some help, oh, you should have asked me before. I don't have money right now. You should have asked me like yesterday. Oh, I just gave that money to my friend, so I'm sorry. And then, oh, you should have come maybe next month. I'm getting something. I can help you. He would never ever help you when you are in need of help. So that's Vachi Parama, or that lip service for in disguise of friend. And he will also again he makes friendly profession as regards the past or the future, and also he will give some to gain one's favor by empty words. He will give a lot of empty words. Oh, I'm sorry I couldn't do it for you, and I really wanted to help, but these days pandemic and I lost my job. My business is running at a loss, so I cannot help you, so sorry. All these empty words, that guy would do that. So that kind of friends are there. So they are called Vachi Parama. Buddha has amazing capacity to analyze people. So the other one, he who flatters. So this one is also, this one he will he approves of his friend's evil doing. If you do something bad, he will say okay. If you do something good, he will say okay. And if he in front of you, he will appreciate you, and in the back of you, when another person says something bad about you, yes, it is true. So that one is called Anupya Bhani. Okay, that's another friend, a foe in the guise of a friend. And the other one is who brings ruin. That is called Apaya Sahaya. Very dangerous one. This one. So this one he is the companion in indulging in intoxicants that cause infatuation and heedlessness. Every time when you go for a drink, he will be the first to lead. And he is a companion in sauntering street at unseemly hours. So there are people like that. So you should know who are those people. If they are leading you, encouraging you, forcing you, always tempting you to go to such places, you should know what kind of a friend is that person. He is a companion in frequenting theatrical shows. He is a companion in indulging gambling, which causes heedlessness. So all these things are there with that person. So then we should be careful of those 4 friends. Remember the 4 friends? One is Anyadattu Hara. Okay, he will take something from you all the time. Vachi Parama, lip service. And then the other one is Anupya Bhani, all the time, good. Yes, okay. And then the other one is Apaya Sahaya. He will take you to the ruin. Those people who are helping you. And then we need to know the warm-hearted friends, the Suhada Mittas. My name is Sumit, the good friend. Yeah, so we need to actually have those Kalyana Mitta friends, good friends. That is really important. Okay, there are 4 of them too. One is helpmate, Upakaraka Mitta, helpmate. And this helpmate is really very, very good one. He guards the heedless, and if you do something wrong, he will always protect you. So if something, maybe in life people do mistakes, but always that this upakaraka friend always protects that person. He protects the wealth of the heedless. Like if you do something wrong in your lifestyle or in your business or something, he will also take care of your own business also, not letting your wealth to decline. And he becomes a refugee when you are in danger. So this one again is really important thing. When you are in trouble, when we are helpless, we need such good friends in our life. And when there are commitments, he provides you with double the supply needed. See, such good friends. If you find some people like that, it will be rare, but there are some good people always. So such a warm-hearted friends like Upakaraka Mitra, we have to find them, and if you find them, don't lose them. Very important. And then the other one is called he who is the same in happiness and sorrow. This is called samana sukha dukkha. Samana sukha dukkha. Sukha is happy, dukkha is suffering, right? So when you are having both of them, ups and downs in life, they will always be there. So there are some people, when you are happy, there are a lot of people, a lot of friends. But when you are sad, nobody is there. So like so these days, let's say like in the Olympic Games now, some people lose. When you lose, many friends just leave you. If something happened, like, oh, that person was accused of drug use or something happened, and then other friends will leave you. But if you win, everyone like will be you will be surrounded by so many. But then it is very important to find out the true friends, right? There will be a lot of good and bad friends too. So in 4 ways, young householder should: one, who is the same in happiness and sorrow, be understood as a warm-hearted friend. He reveals his secrets. That's also important, right? You need to be confident, of course, for that. Only if you feel confident in your good friend, then you can share your secrets. And then maybe your business secret, maybe your life secret, why you have succeeded in your life. So many things can be there. You don't want to share with everyone, but you can share with that such wonderful good friends. And then he conceals one's own secrets. He doesn't want to reveal your secret with the others, to the others. In misfortune, he does not forsake one. Very important. And his life, even when he sacrifices for one's sake. Wow, that's that's an amazing person. So this is called samana sukha dukkha friend. And the other one is called another warm-hearted friend. He is the one who gives good counsel. Again, very important. Sometimes you can have some good friends, but they don't know how to give good counsel, right? So this friend also is really important. He restrains one from doing evil. If you do something bad, he will come, he will tell, don't do that. Even if you are a friend, if you do something, you should be daring enough, brave enough to avoid your friend from doing evil. He encourages one to do good. When you do good things or when you don't do good things, you have to encourage people to do good things. I remember in the story of Gatikara. Gatikara was a potter before in the Vipassi Buddha's time. And he actually, our Buddha, Gautama Buddha, was called Jyotipara that time. He also didn't want to go to the Buddha. Gatikara always asked, let's go to the Buddha, let's go listen to Dhamma talk. I'm not interested in now. So he would always skip that thing. But eventually, he managed to take him to the Buddha, and that actually triggered him, his past habit, and he became a monk afterwards. So Yeah, so those wonderful friends actually will help you to be good and to do good in your lifetime. And the other one is he points out the path of to heaven. So those people are doing things like that. The other one is called Anukampakamitta, and another warm-hearted friend. He does not rejoice in one's misfortune. There are some people who have many people actually, when somebody is suffering and you enjoy it, is that called, I think, sadistic pleasure or masochism or something? Like there are two words, right? Sadism and masochism. So when somebody else is suffering, you enjoy it. But this friend Anukampakamita will always not rejoice in one's misfortune, and he rejoices in one's prosperity. If your friend is progressing, and if your friend is winning, maybe doing successful business, doing good, better in life, that friend will always be happier. And he restrains others speaking ill of oneself. There can be occasions where you are being criticized by other people, and this good friend will always intervene. Don't tell about that, I know him better than you. So he will take care of you. He praises those who speak well of oneself. Yes, yes, I know him. Yes, you are right. So they would also praise the other people like that. So these are the 4 friends that you need to know. Remember the 4 friends? So those 4 friends, I think, are very important too. We need to remember them. I will just tell you who are those. Helpmate, Upakaraka Mitta, and Samana Sukha Dukkha, same in happiness and sorrow, and gives good counsel, and that is Attakai, and sympathy, who sympathizes, and that is Anukampaka. So these are the 4 good friends. And 4 bad friends, you want me to remind again? 4 bad friends, like appropriates in friends' possessions, Anyadattuhara, and he who renders lip service, Vachi Parama, and he who flatters, and that is um, Anyadattuhara, Vachi Parama, and Anupyabhani, and he who brings ruin, that is Apaya Sahaya. These are the 8 friends and fake friends that we have to be careful about. And so the Buddha gives some really, really good advices to this young man. And then Buddha later on tells him, you have been saluting, worshipping these 6 directions, but in the Vinaya, Arya Vinaya, those 6 directions are really, really important. And what are those 6 directions? The Buddha gave here in the Sigala or the Sutta, very, very important. And those are the Mata Pita Disa Pubba, Acharya Dakina Disa, Puttadara Disa Pacha, Mitta Matta Uttara, Dasa Kammakara Heta, Uddhang Samana Brahmana. So here we have like the east. Okay, so eastern direction is the parents. So in these 5 ways do children minister to their parents as the east, and the parents show their compassion to their children. Thus is the east covered by them and made safe and secure. So the east is the parents, and the parents and the children, rather than worshipping that eastern direction, your eastern direction is your parent. So you take care of your parents. So there are 5 deities towards the parents, and also parents have 5 deities towards the children. Very, very interesting. And what are those 5? I will tell a little bit, maybe few at least. So the 5 duties by the parents towards the children is Papa Nivaranti, you have to restrain them from evil, and Kalyane Nivesanti, not only restraining but also you have to encourage them to do good things, parents. And then Sippang Sikha Penti means you train them for a profession. You have to teach them. So those days it was called Sikha, Sippa and Sikha. Sippa means knowledge, maybe the degree, school education, but that is Sikha. Sippa means actually manual work. You know, as a girl, you have to learn certain things at home, like cooking and other stuff, that you should know those things. And then as a boy, you should also know certain things, like maybe you know, like repairing a car or repairing some house, you know, certain things like the father, parents has to, you know, they have to teach the children. They are very important in their future life. So Sippang Sikkapinte is that. And then Samaye Niya Denti, when the time comes, when it is the right time, they arrange suitable marriage. That's also important. And then at the proper time, they hand over their inheritance to them too. So when you have some heritage, don't wait till the very last minute of your life. The children maybe need it in advance. So when it is right time, the parents have to do this. These are the 5 ways that the parents have to do things. And then the children have 5 duties towards the parents. Very important. That is Bhato nesang bharisami, Kichang nesang karisami, Kulavansan tapesami, Dayajam patipadjisami, Atachapana petanang, Kalakatanang, Dakkinang anupadesami. So when the parents are, you know, in need of your help, when they are, even though you are, maybe you are a CEO, you are a company owner or a big businessman, very educated, no matter what, when they are old, when they need your help, you need to take care of them. Bhato nesam barisam, you have to actually feed them. And Kichang nesang karisami means you have to be humble and simple in front of them, and you have to attend to them. Very important. And then Kulavansan tapesami means your parents also have so many good things in your family. You have to take care of them. You have to actually protect them. You have to preserve those wonderful family heritage. And then Dayajang Patipajisa means you have to protect their heritage or wealth or whatever, and you should not destroy them. And last one is Attachapana Petanang Kalakatanang Dakkinang Anupadesami. When they are dead and gone, you have to do some good charity, meritorious activity and transfer merit to them. That is the 5th duty towards the child. So there are things like that in this sutta, like Mata Pita Disa Pubba, Acharya Dakina Disa. The southern direction is the teachers and the students. So they also have to do duties towards each other. You know, really important, like how they should be compassionate, how they should not conceal things. You know, whatever you know, you give. So it is important too. And so you have to lead them towards the right path all the time. And so the children also, the students also have to be very respectful to the children and the teacher, and they have to study well, and all these 5 duties are there in this sutta. And then Acharya Dakina Disa, Puttadara Disa Pacha, then the husband and wife, the children, husband and wife, they have also here duties towards each other. Maybe that will be interesting to you. So one is a wife as the West be ministered to by a husband by being courteous to her, by not despising her, by being faithful to her, and by handing over authority to her, and by providing her with adornment. Sometimes you have to give some gifts or make her happy, and those things are the 5 duties towards the wife. And then the wife also has 5 duties, very equal. She performs her duties where she is hospitable to relations and attendants. She is faithful. She protects what he brings. She is skilled and industrious and in discharging her duties. These are actually, if the husband and wife also, they take care of each other like that, they respect each other, they discuss things with each other whenever there is a problem. They don't right away go to their parents, rather they discuss among them first, and maybe a lot of problems can be sorted out. I remember there is also very good advice by Visakha, that say like internal fire should not be given to outside. That is, like when you have fire means the problems. So you should not give internal fire problems to outside people. Like some people do like that. You maybe share this with your friends and your neighbors, or even with your parents, before trying to solve that matter within yourself. An external fire should not be taken in, means when the other people talk so many gossip about you or your husband, don't share those things. Don't take those things inside, because that will be burning your house. So those things are really interesting advices are there too. And yes, so other things like should the clansman minister to his friends and associate? When you have friends, you also have some duties towards friends. And liberality, courteous speech, being helpful, being impartial, sincerity, those are some of the things that you should take care of. And then the north is the spiritual practitioners, like the monks and the clergy, and they also have duty towards their devotees, and the devotees have duties towards their spiritual masters. And then also employees and employers, they also have duties towards their mutual duties are there. So this way the mother and the father are the east, the teachers are the south, wife and children are the west, the friends and associates are the north, servants and employees are the nadir, and the ascetic and brahmans are the zenith. Who is fit to lead the household life? These 6 quarters he should salute. So the Buddha said these are the 6 directions, 6 quarters that you should salute, not like 6 like directions. And so when the Buddha said, he was very happy, and he also followed the Buddha afterwards, and he actually was very interested in this Dhamma, and he started following the teaching, and he became a monk later on and became Arahant. That is the story of Sigala, the sutta. And so this with this we would like to maybe open the discussion for other people if you have any question. Thank you.
Namayang Dhammakataya Sadhukarang Dadamase
Sadhu, 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 anumodami. Thank you, Bhante, for sharing that beautiful sutta with us. And thank you all for joining us tonight. Lots of good friends that have joined in the meanwhile. Hello to Nico, Sita, Michael, Blair. Good to see you online. And our somewhat neighbor. Tentat, I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. Sala, Gita, Putrika. Everybody is very appreciative, but they're not questions just yet. But perhaps maybe some of our live audience, like alive, hopefully. Please.
Yes.
Question about trying to be a good friend and to help when the other person doesn't want to receive. And that tension is pulling you into the depths of their world. Boundaries and taking care of yourself.
Yeah, I think in Buddhism we have such wonderful practices to take care of yourself. When you are a good friend, you expect others to be good friends, but maybe you have to be good friend first, right? So this is very important. And if you keep being sincere and honest and good, and one day or the other things will, you will be duly rewarded. So don't lose your faith. Keep yourself, keep strong, and keep doing the good things all the time. And no matter what happens, these things really be very helpful. And if you think your friend is not doing the right thing, maybe not returning you, maybe you don't even have to expect that thing. Keep doing the good. Maybe one day or the other he or she will learn. Even if it is not, you keep doing the right thing, and remember, good friends will always be there for you when you act as a good friend. This is really important for us to remember. If you become good, good will come to you. And maybe your friend needs more help from you. So keep doing good for him and showing him the right path. Maybe you have to change strategies sometimes. Maybe, be a good role model friend. One day, maybe at that time he or she doesn't want to accept, but they will learn. They will recognize your good thing, your good energy, your positivity, your sincerity as a good friend. Yeah, you will never be in short of appreciation later on. Yeah.
And Rick Online asks, I have heard Dhamma talks where monks who were from Western countries struggled with right view when they lived at monasteries in Thailand, as students of teachers like Ajahn Chah. Not growing up in a Buddhist culture which believes in rebirth, the Western monks felt increased pressure because they felt they had to get enlightened in one lifetime. Can you speak to how right view relates to this issue?
Right view. Right view. Samadhi. You should read that sutta, I think. Could you please post that question again?
Yes, it's a little long, so it will be... it's in 2 pieces. 3 pieces, actually.
Oh, about the right view, right?
Yes.
So for the right view, I think you need to know if something when you hear it, should it lead you to the right way, right path. There can be a lot of things that a lot of people, they would try to say right view, and of course the Dhamma also is available to you. online or in books, but there can be a lot of like fake friends. The fake Dhamma teachers can also be there. That is also very, very true. So, but you should have the right view. You should know. You should be skillful. You should, if you don't know, go to the right teacher. Find the right person to get some counseling, and that person will give you the right direction. I think that is important. So a little bit of fundamentals of Buddhism should be definitely there, and that way I guess you should be able to get to the right track. So right view is about how, if some people say something, I think in Buddhism, if you take very essentially, if you think uh, like sabba papasa akaranang, don't do anything wrong. Kusalasa upasampada, do always the good things. And sachitta pariyodapanam, purify your mind. Etang buddhana sasanam. This is the very quintessential essence of the Buddha Dhamma. And all the others can be categorized under different ways, but this is the very essence. So if someone is leading you to that good things that you, if someone says, you should not cultivate greed, hatred, and ignorance. You should cultivate generosity. You should cultivate loving kindness. You should cultivate wisdom, and these are the important things. Then it looks like the right view, right? So these things are important, and if someone is leading you to the right path, you can know that. Eventually you should know that. You should be smart, you should be skillful also to find the right people. And that is why also very important to have right friends, right? Good friends, very important, because friends can, sometimes people, actually when you are a small kid, you are always with your parents, you will be protected by them, but later on you will be with your friends. You might be so much attracted to your friends, and they can do many things for you. If you are not in the right company, that will be very dangerous. They can lead you to heaven or hell. So find out those people who are leading you to heaven, leading you to the right path. That way you can also improve your right view.
Thank you, Bhante. And maybe I'll ask a question. Is there a difference between Suhadamitta and Kalyanamitta?
I guess these are both more or less the same, Kalyanamitta and Suhadamitta, and so they have the same function, same characteristic. Lakkana rasa pachupattana padattana, if you say, like they have same proximate causes. They always will take care of you, and they will also rejoice when you are happy. They will also suffer or not happy when you are sad. They will also lead you to the right path. Whenever you are in need of something, they will always be there. First respondents. And then a friend in need is a friend indeed, right? So they will always be there for you as good Kalyanamitta friends. Plus this Kalyane Nivesenti and Papa Nivarenti should be very integral part of a good friend. Like you should avoid your friend doing wrong things, and also you should encourage them to do the right things. These two things are also very important, I think. In our daily chantings, we have a beautiful stanza, Pali stanza. We recite it all the time, and I encourage you to also recite that. This is let me recite that for you first. Imina punya kammena Mame bala samagamo satang samagamo hotu yava nibbana pattiya. This means by the power of this merit, may I never be associated with bala means foolish people. May I always be associated with wise people, Kalyana Mitta friends, good friends, Suhada Mitta or Kalyana Mittas, not only during this life, but also until I attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. So this is an aspiration that you need to say every time. You need to pray for those good Kalyana Mitta friends, even if you are in the midst of the ocean, or in the midst of a desert, or in the midst of a jungle, deep forest. We will have those friends. When you need friends, they will be there. Maybe seen, maybe unseen, maybe divine. Good friends will always be there with you. Just keep associating with them, and also try to be a good friend. If some of you associate, some of your friends need some help, don't hesitate to help such people. This is really important. If you help them, those things will be rewarded duly later on.
Thank you, Bhante. Can I follow up on that?
Sure.
So my understanding was that Kalyanamitta also had an underlying meaning of spiritual friend. So someone not only that has the qualities where in this sutta that we see, that could be, found also with outside of Buddhist circles, for example, right? Like people that are, just good-hearted friends. That will encourage our wholesome qualities, but then there are also spiritual friends that, for example, Venerable Bhikkhu Bodhi, that we all love here, who's ahead of us in the path and guides us, points us in the right direction, different. Yeah, I think actually in Bhante Sudaso, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, but in Thai circles and Thai Buddhist circles, they tend to actually use this word only when it comes to ajahns, right? Like Kruba ajahns or something like that. So monastics, maybe I was talking about it with another monastic from the...
I'm not familiar with this.
In Thailand, I think maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. You probably heard this from somebody else.
Yeah, that's how they refer to it. So that it's not just
You mean the
person.
monks only?
Yeah, monks
Like
only, but also
spiritual
monks that are like senior monks or reputed to be enlightened, or if not reputed to be enlightened, on the way to be enlightened.
So there is a particular word actually called Arya. Mostly those that word is definitely tagged to those noble people who have been in like Seka and Aseka, like Sotapanna, Sakadagami, Anagami, Arahanta. Those can be Arya Puggalas. They are definitely great Kalyana Mitta friends if we have, but we don't know. We have the luxury to find such wonderful Kalyana Mitta friends. There can still be, we don't say no, but it would be very rare and difficult to find. And so in your capacity, like lay people, they also need to find some people who try to help you get out of trouble, and who will always be there for you when you are in trouble, and they will not allow you to do wrong things. And I think those things, and they will also lead you to the right path. Then there can be the lay people also. There can be some wonderful lay people who can help you. Maybe we can say people who don't have the right view. If you don't have the right view, that will be a problem. But I think there can be average good people, and people with right view. And that is why we have to be smart, we have to be skillful in finding the right people all the time. So maybe there are different layers of good friends. Like here we found here Attakai friends, and we found here Anukampaka friends, we have here Upakaraka friend, we have Samana Sukha Dukkha friends. They are all actually important for us in our life. More or less, they are really, really helpful to us. And so to know them, to know these qualities are very important. Maybe this is actually the sutta is talking about this average mundane good friends. But definitely noble friends, or those wonderful friends would be much higher in the spiritual path for sure.
Thank you, Bhante.
Bhante, let's talk of friends and how and being there for people all the time, and not being lazy and being industrious. I tend towards busyness. And so the line that keeps sticking in my mind, and I mentioned it before, is unburdened with duties, and the Sutta on loving kindness. So I was wondering if there's a balance between industriousness and laziness. How to find that as a layperson.
I think lay people have to work hard. You have to do your business, you have to do your job, you have to do so many things to pay bills. Definitely, if you are lazy, it will be very hard. And then again, if you are too busy, it will be very difficult for you to maintain your good health, maintain your maybe good associates, and maybe even maintaining your relationship with your parents, with your family, friends, relatives. It will be difficult if you are too busy with that. So I think yeah, it is towards the business or towards your other things. It's okay to work hard, it is okay to be busy, but maybe from time to time you take some break. Maybe once a week you stay with your family, important for you. And if you are always busy, at home also you work with your company or business, or then your children will not have no time to talk to you. Your wife, your spouse will have no time to talk to your friends, your parents. They also need to talk to you. You need some time. Let's say people have food together. It's so important that you have food together, and then not using the phone even during that time. Maybe get rid of the phone, and you can maybe talk with each other, look into each other, will be really important that day. And so once in a while in Buddhism, Buddhist practices, we have something called full moon day. And on full moon day, you can practice. Take a break from your busy, hectic schedule, and do some meditation. Go to the temple and practice. Meet those monks and practice that what do you call renunciation. Practice that letting go. Maybe that practice will be very helpful for you to sustain the rest of the month. And also daily basis, you take 5 precepts, very important. And then daily basis also you need to practice, maybe 1 hour, half an hour, sometime meditate. If you think you're very busy, maybe break 1 hour between morning and evening, just before sleeping and just after wake up, do some meditation. That will really make your inner peace very stronger. and that will also help you to calm yourself and then maintain your calmness, and that will also help you to take the right decisions in your life. So I think meditation will help you so much, and practicing Sila, 5 precepts, will be really important. And from time to time, like once a month, observe 8 precepts. And then again, maybe once in 6 months or once a year, go for a 10 days retreat or something. So that will always be a connection in your all the year round. Your connection with the spiritual practice will make you a happy person. Although you are busy, still okay. I think it is good to be busy sometimes, rather than idling. So then find out some time. You make sure you schedule your time. Okay, I will go this 10 days. I'm off. I'm not doing anything. I'll practice. And so daily also you can save that time for your own practice. 24 hours and 1 hour off for your own self-care can be really helpful. And then once a month, 1 day off. That will also be helpful.
And Rick is asking, for 26 years, I have helped people in recovery from alcoholism and addiction. Many continue criminal attitudes and actions and can put one at risk of being harmed. Can you share how this relates to associating with good friends?
You are good to answer that thing. Yeah, so could you please share that one again? The previous one?
Can you share how this relates to associating with good friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
previous part of, yeah.
That's it.
So I have helped people in recovery from alcoholism. Many continue criminal attitudes and actions and can put one at risk of being harmed. So if he has already done for 26 years, I think it's quite a remarkable social service, right, and humanitarian service that he has done. So by practicing this, you have helped so many people, and also alcoholism and addiction, how they are being benefited with your practice, with your help, and then many continue criminal attitudes and actions that mean towards himself.
I think he means the people that he's helping, many of them still have criminal tendencies.
Yeah.
So he's asking, like, in helping these people, it can be dangerous to help them because many of them still act like criminals. Okay,
so I think for this thing, you have to be stronger. Very important. Like you keep practicing yourself, and also really important. Sometimes people do counseling and you don't know how to bear the pressure. When you do counseling, you meet all the doctors, they help the patients, and if you don't know how to deal with the pressure, it will be difficult. Like in this case also, if you have chosen to help them, maybe you can also have some guidelines, some kind of parameters in helping. And also you have to train yourself as a person who can deal with such people. Yeah, I think like I remember I go to the prison sometimes in California. So we used to go there. So we also have been advised to maintain our own safety. Yeah, you can't even hug them or something. Or there are certain things that you need to be careful about, and also practice internal your personal practice can be really important, and also maybe learn some techniques important. I think as a Buddhist monk, I would like to say, you keep practicing and you send loving kindness to all of them no matter what. Like the Buddha, when he was being chased by Angulimala, he also still had so much loving kindness and compassion to that person who was about to, kill him. And he still did not hesitate to send loving kindness to that person too. So if you think you are in danger, maybe you can, you can take care of that, and or otherwise you can see if they are okay to be helped, you can do it. If you are strong enough, that will be important. So keep helping and keep working on your own benefit too. If you feel like so much pressure, maybe take a little break. That will also be helpful to you. And maybe talk to some other people who are better in this field. That will also be helpful to you. Do you have to say something? Add something?
I think we covered it.
Because you are also helping such people, right? So how was your pressure?
I get to teach meditation, so it's a little different.
Okay,
help
you were
meditate
teaching.
with them. So I focus on being a good friend to them. And it strikes me that when Buddha was running away from Angulimala, or he wasn't running away, he was calmly walking, but still kept his distance.
Yeah,
so he kept himself safe still.
That's right. You need to have that safe distance too. It's important. Yeah, and only when it is right time, he accepted it, right? Okay. He actually said, "You are running too fast. Stay." He asked the Buddha to stop. The Buddha said, "I have already stopped. My whole sansaric journey I have stopped. You are the one running." So then that was actually the triggering point for him. Oh, really? Am I running? Am I the one running? Oh, he's so calm. Yeah. And then, he opened his eyes. Yeah. Bhante, do you have to add something?
Bhante, perhaps I was thinking that maybe the difference could be in terms of what the Buddha is saying in the sutta of associating with good friends, as opposed to perhaps associating with bad friends in the sutta, as opposed to what Rick is addressing, and that he has been associating with quote unquote bad friends. The difference is the intention. So he's associating with quote unquote bad friends in order to help them and be a good friend to them, as opposed to in the sutta, perhaps the Buddha is addressing when we associate with bad friends out of fun, entertainment, or out of greed, hatred, and delusion fundamentally. And then that creates conditions for greed, hatred, and delusion to arise in our minds. Could that be?
I think when you are you have a good intention to help bad friends, that's really a very good thing.
Mm-hmm.
In order to do that, you also need to have strong inner peace. Very important. You are stronger within in order to help them. Otherwise, you will be influenced by all of them. And if you can, let's say, like you are in the midst of so many alcoholic friends, and can you sustain? Can you not be tempted by taking drinks? And can you not be tempted by using those drugs? Then you are good. You can testify yourself. And then if you have also some such good intention, I think that is a really, really good thing. And you can find some ways to help them. Maybe you won't be able to help them 100%, but there can be still some good friends, some lucky ones, out of them, maybe even few, if you can rescue, that will be so much a reward, right? You won't be able to do with everyone, but there will always be a reward for you when you see at least I could help rescue some of my friends. That's really, really wonderful. So you'll be happy with that. That will be your reward, your award all the time. So I accept. I think that is a very good thing. We all should do that. That's also our duty as friends. And if you think yourself at least a good person, try to help some people. In life there can be some people you can help. So if you can help them, go out and help them. If you think that is no way, it is hopeless, then maybe you can, like in the Buddha's time, there was someone called Chunda Sukarika just next door in his neighborhood, and he was a butcher. He was slaughtering pigs all the time, just next door to the Buddha's temple, and he couldn't see the Buddha. He was so far, not so far away physically, but he is so far away mentally. That can happen to people. And Buddha didn't even go to help him because it doesn't make sense. It is not the right time to help them. But if needed, Buddha would go to faraway places like to the jungle to help Angulimala. And even to see this guy, Sigala, he went to help them. There were many cases that the Buddha went far away to help such people because they had the potential to be rescued. Otherwise, you can do so. Maybe if, my advice to that wonderful person, Rick, yes, if you think you can help rescue such people, please go ahead and help them and see if you can do that. Then you can do it. If you cannot, then maybe you have to make up your mind. Yeah.
It looks like he's been successful, since he says many men have been helped who have then gone on to help others.
Yeah, that is so wonderful, right?
Yeah, and also says, thank you, Bhante. I will do my best to keep myself safe, send them loving kindness, and continue to help with compassion.
Very good. All our blessings to you.
All right. And on that note, I think we can end the evening. Thank you, Bhante, for all your teachings. We will be meeting again tomorrow at 8 a.m. New York City time and 7:30 p.m. Always New York City time, again with Bhante Sumitta tomorrow evening with different topic, but always very interesting. And then Friday morning, there will be Sutta study with Bhante Sudaso, and in the evening, monk chat. And if you're around Empty Cloud Monastery in New Jersey this weekend, on Sunday, there will be the New Moon Upasadam. So you can come to the monastery. We'll have several different, we'll take the 8 precepts and then practice meditation during the whole day. And Bhante Sumitta will be sharing guidance and words of Dhamma, hopefully, if we have the good karma to be there in his presence. And on Saturday, actually, I forgot to mention that Venerable Vimalanyani will, our guest bhikkhuni, who is currently quarantining, but she will be outdoors sharing some Dhamma as well. So at 6 p.m. for our usual meditation and Dhamma on the lawn. You're welcome to come to the monastery. All right, so I'll pass it on to Bhante to end the evening.
Okay, let us transfer merits to all the devas and other beings. Whenever we do something good, I think it is also our duty to share the merits with all the departed ones, all the devas and all the other sentient beings. For the sake of all attainment and success, may all heavenly beings, spirit sentient beings, rejoice in the extent to which we have gathered the consummation of merits. With that good intention, let us share the merits with all the devas and all the other sentient beings. By the power of the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, by the power of all the Dana Sila Bhavana activities that we have done during our lifetime, during our samsara, may they all be well, happy and healthy, safe wherever they are. May they all attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. With that good intention, let us recite this. Ettavata hi sambhatang punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodanto sabba sangpatti siddhya. Ettavata hi sambhatang punya sampadang sabbe bhotanumodanto sabba sangpatti siddhya. Ettavata hi sambhatang punya sampadang sabbe sattanumodanto sabba sangpatti siddhya. Please think of all your departed ones, your parents, grandparents, any other family members, friends and relatives who passed away. May they all receive this merit, share this merit, be well, happy, healthy, safe wherever they are. May they also attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Thinking thus, please recite this. Idang me ñātinang hotu sukheta hontu ñātayo. Idang me ñātinang hotu sukheta hontu ñātayo. Idang me ñātinang hotu sukheta hontu ñātayo. Aspiration for Kalyana Mitta friends, by means of these meritorious deeds, may I never join with the foolish, may I join always with the wise, until the time I attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Imina punya kammena mame bala samagamo satang samagamo hotu Yava Nibbana Pattiya. Aspiration for Nibbana, by the power of this merit, may I be led to the path of the cessation of all cankers. May I be released from all fears. May I be released from all diseases. May we all be able to attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana, the absolute peace and happiness at the end of our samsara. Thinking thus, please keep your palms together close to your heart and recite this. Idang me punyang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu sabba bhaya pamuncatu sabba roga pamuncatu. We would like to invoke blessings upon all of you. Thank you for joining us. May you all be well, happy and healthy. Sabbitiyo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinasato mate bhavatvantarayo sukhe dighayuko bhava. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te. Abhivadana silissa niccang uddhapachayino chattaro dhamma vadhanti Ayuvanno sukhang balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti mevacha ato nibbana sampatti imina te samijjhatu. Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu